Dave in Quakertown, Pennsylvania, listening on Sirius XM. Hey, Dave, what's up?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for having me on. First, I want to throw in a plug there. I want to say everybody Happy May Day, or International Workers' Day. Today's May 1st, and so I wanted to share that. And second, my question is in regards to you, actually, for the gentleman that called in and was against using the Bible as a valid argument against, gay rights. I don't understand. I mean, I'm very thankful that you actually had the opportunity to rebut him with actual Bible verses, but, I think the reality is that we enable them to use that as an argument by thinking that it's an actual argument, when in fact it's irrelevant in
there's a whole, there's what is it, 536 or 563 or 356 or 653, it's got those numbers in it, right? The list of rules for conduct that you'll find in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, and among them that you can't wear clothing made out of two different kinds of fabric. And there are some observant Jews who continue to follow this. The Hasidim, their clothing is entirely made out of cotton, for example, or linen, or whatever it may be, or wool. It's only a single fabric. That you cannot eat shellfish. Shellfish are not kosher. There's people who follow the kosher rules. And, so there is this whole long set of rules, and not being gay was sort of one of them. Not masturbating was one of them. But, really, are we really going to base a society on a set of rules that were supposedly handed down to some enlightened individual by a Bronze Age god, 3,000 years ago? Really?
Well, yeah, definitely. That's my point. And, and they... you should point out to them that their argument is essentially irrelevant because only they believe in that fictitious book made of paper, and most other people don't.
Yeah.
So therein lies not an actual argument.
Thomas Jefferson, when he was talking about the Constitution, he said we had no need to turn to dusty books and ancient scripture. We looked in our hearts and we found the laws of nature engraved there. In other words, morality is not something that you need from the Bible. In fact, most of several of the Ten Commandments are not even law in a lot of places. Certainly blasphemy, which is the first commandment, is not against the law in most places. And yet, or worshiping the wrong God. And yet, there are these people who think that you have to have religion to have morality. I think morality preceded religion. All over the world, you find indigenous people who've never, ever heard of monotheism or religion or anything like that. They may have their own version. They may be pantheistic. They may be polytheistic. They may be atheistic. And they are every bit as moral, and in some cases, I would argue, far more moral than the people who are the people of the book, the monotheists. So, Dave, thanks for the call. Good point.